On November 4th, Californians will vote on Proposition 5, which expands treatment instead of incarceration programs for those addicted to illicit drugs. California prison guards think that incarceration is the answer, contributing $1 million for negative advertising, even though our prisons are 2/3 over capacity. The experience of incarceration reveals a different story. For Barbara, John, and Michael, prison time contributed to their addiction, and only treatment allowed them to exit the needless cycle of drug use and incarceration.
I spent a number of years in prison, and the incarceration cycle and the recidivism that I ended up experiencing did not in any way rehabilitate me and to address the drug and alcohol addiction that I suffered from.
And all the county time and the prison time that I went through, I had no information on the disease of addiction. I was offered no other program.
I too started out at the age of 13 going into youth authority for incorrigible. And when I got out, 9 months later, I knew about heroin, LSD.
Every time I went back in, there was no talk of getting clean or staying clean or what I was going to do to better my life when I got out of jail or prison.
I knew that I didn't want to use anymore. The problem was I did not know how not to use. When I got out, that's what I did. I called Tarzana. I actually called and tried to get in, but there wasn't a bed available for me. So I continued to use, and I got arrested again.
It continued to be a big part of my life until that last arrest in 2003, when I was offered Prop 36. I was offered treatment instead of incarceration. At that point in my life, I was actually tired and wanted to learn how to turn my life around. This treatment program gave me that information and helped me save my life.
Prop 5 is a proposition that is not about three strikers and violent offenders. It is not going to let out predators and sex offenders. This is a program that's going to allow the petty theft people and the ones that are committing crimes in order to get drugs and alcohol, it's going to allow them an option to go into drug treatment and to turn their life around like I was able to do.
Proposition 5 will save the state money and lower recidivism rates. And as Barbara, John, and Michael can attest, it will save lives.
To keep sending people to prison and spending the money in the manner that we're spending it and not teaching them how to come out and do anything different, it's a waste of money. All you're doing is warehousing somebody and they're not getting any benefits.
If we, as the community, don't allow people this opportunity, then all we're going to have is that recidivism rate. We're only going to have a person that's going to go in and out, who's going to commit more crimes.
As both as a client here and as an employee here, the miracles that I've seen they're numerous.
There's many, many miracles going on out there, but you as the voter and you as the viewer can only allow those miracles to continue happening by voting on Proposition 5.